How's it going, guys? Magnitudex here for GamersBeverage, bringing it back old school now. We're bringing some Assassin's Creed Brotherhood to the mix. Now, it's been such a long time since we actually played some Brotherhood on this channel. I think I left it just before the Assassin's Creed Revelations beta came out at the time, and it's been such a long time since I actually played the game. I know I went back to it a few times during Revelations and maybe at the beginning of Assassin's Creed 3, but there really wasn't too many people actually playing the game, and it was kind of a little bit of depressing. You know, it's the game that kind of started my whole YouTube career. I originally started doing some single player of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I migrated over to the multiplayer, not right away. Actually, I didn't do it like right when the game came out in around November-ish. I actually started playing it, I would say maybe December, maybe January. That's when my first set of videos actually came out. That's where my biggest audience actually came from. At the time, I was actually known as PS Next Generation and not GamersBeverage. GamersBeverage actually came around, I think, November of the next year. So a little bit of history about me there in case you guys are new subscribers, and any of the old subscribers, I do appreciate you guys being, you know, fans for this long. We're coming on to 3 years now actually for GamersBeverage in a sense. So 3 years of this channel, you know, almost 2 years of me posting this stuff and everything like that. So it's amazing, and you know, I really love it. I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and this goes out to all of you fans. You know, I'm trying to do more videos a bit more often, and I'll maybe set up a somewhat of a schedule where I maybe might do some live streaming with some live commentaries. I'm not really too good at live commentaries because I like to really focus when I'm playing, and I don't really focus on what I'm saying, but it can be a little bit spontaneous if we you know, try to make it a little bit more fun, and maybe I can get a few drinks in myself when I do that. And of course, I want to do some Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, maybe a little bit of Assassin's Creed Revelations, you know, bring it at old school. And that kind of brings it to another community question, or a question of the day, if you guys want to put it that way. Previous video of Assassin's Creed 3 that I posted up, I asked you guys whether or not, you know, you think putting out an Assassin's Creed game every year is too much. And what I decided, you know, I'm gonna put up those answers at the end of this video, so you guys will actually see the comments and who posted them. I do usually take around, you know, 5 or 6 comments, and I post them up. Whoever, you know, got the most upvotes, or the most, you know, intellectual or comments, or most interesting ones that I found, in a sense. And you know, this time around, I decided I'm gonna probably pose the question a little bit sooner to you guys. I know I'm about 3 minutes into the video now, but I might as well post it to you guys, bringing it old school. Now, my favorite game, I would say, is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood out of the series right now, for multiplayer wise. You know, out of the 3 that we right now currently have. Favorite map is Venice from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and still my favorite persona from DLC 3.0 is the Pariah. I, you know, absolutely love playing with that character. It's a little unfortunate that I can never get in on DLC 3.0 or play it at all, but you know, hopefully maybe one day we can organize a big giant tournament, or maybe just a big giant day of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Maybe we can make it a holiday or something. Everybody's gonna get an Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Ubisoft is gonna be wondering what the hell's going on. Why are the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood servers lighting up like crazy? So maybe we can set something up, get a day sometime during the summer. Now I know at least I have summer right now. I don't know about anybody else's schedules at the time, but hopefully we can set something up. It would be fun, exciting, and get some people together, you know, play some Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, maybe a little bit of Revelations, get some DLC 3.0 so I can finally play with my Pariah, record some games, record some of my fans and some people from the community playing. So that's kind of what I want to do. So that's your question, guys. What's your favorite game out of the 3 so far? Revelations, Brotherhood, or Assassin's Creed 3? Which is your favorite map and your favorite persona out of everything we have right now? So make sure you leave a comment down below answering what is your favorite, and we'll take it from there, and I'll share the responses on the next video next time that it's up. So hopefully it's up by the end of the week. I want to do something a little bit special for this weekend if I have enough time. I know I was supposed to post this video on Wednesday, but it's going up on Thursday. I just ran into some time. I actually decided to go to the movies on Tuesday. I went to see Fast and the Furious 6, or Furious 6 as they call it. It was actually a pretty good movie. A couple things that I didn't agree with in that movie. A couple things that just really didn't make sense if you ask me. I don't know how long it takes for a plane to take off, but it definitely doesn't take 20 minutes for a plane to take off, especially a plane that size that goes that quickly. And I think I saw some infographics on Reddit or whichever websites were out there, and they were saying, you know, the typical runway for a plane is, or I think the longest one in the world was somewhere around like 4 miles or something like that. And the way they calculated the, you know, the speed of the Antonov plane that was in that movie, and like the speed that it travels at, and the amount of time that it was on screen for how long it was trying to take off for, they calculated it somewhere around like 28 to 30 miles for the runway, and they said it's like absolutely absurd. And then like at the end, it's just ridiculous. So I'm not gonna spoil the movie for you guys, but I just found it hilarious that it just took them so long to actually take off. A little bit about the game, I guess I might as well just mention it. This is actually one of the very first few games that I decided to play of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. You'll notice I was lucky enough to get on a team with all level 50s. Destroying some new players. I don't know if they're, you know, veterans that just decided to start new accounts, but they didn't really play as veterans, but they, you know, they got their stuff together towards the end of the match, and they were scoring some points, but pretty obvious when you see them walking around, and it's pretty easy to kind of just go after them and take them out. So I didn't really expect much with these low level players, but it was still fun, you know. Not the best score that I would have hoped for in this game. I would have definitely liked to, you know, starve them for some more points and get some more points on my end to get a couple you know, bonuses, and, you know, at least get that 10k, because that's what we really kind of strive for during the Brotherhood days. It was really hard to get, you know, something above 10k. Not too many people actually were able to get it. I do remember, you know, people like AB Xantos and Christian Knox, and I think it was Mighty Aslan at the time also, who was pretty prevalent in the actual community. They were able to get some pretty decent scores, high levels, you know, amazing scores at the end of it. And a lot of the time, if you reached a certain score, it wasn't really recorded. And I know they did that with Revelations, and they also did it with Assassin's Creed 3, where they don't really record a score over a certain amount because they feel as if it's, you know, you must have cheated some way to get that score. I guess that's kind of how they feel. And I don't agree with it, but it's there in the game, and I guess it kind of just diminishes that competitive aspects, because a lot of people do get into this game, they play it competitively, and they try to maximize that score as much as possible as they can. And I've seen people get, you know, upwards of, you know, 30-40k in a single match, and it's not that they're boosting, that they have people helping them out. It's legit games where they play a very, very offensive gameplay style, and they, you know, they just starve for every single point. They just want to get every single point in that match. They chain all their kills and their stuns, and they get all their streaks in, and it's just points building. And you'll see me when I play, there's a lot of gaps in between when I kill someone or when I'm trying to kind of stalk someone down to assassinate them, and I'm trying not to deplete my incognito meter. That's kind of how it was in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, in case you know, some of you guys have stepped in at later times in the actual series of Assassin's Creed multiplayer. It never really was at the point where you had to build up your meter. This is essentially, if you were running when you first saw the person show up, then you had to you know, be very, very careful to not lose that incognito, lose that 100 points right off the bat. So a lot of the times you'd run around the corners, you'd be very, very cautious not to lose your incognito there. A lot of the times you'd fall down to silent, and if you've really sucked at this game, you would probably just end up with a reckless or just nothing at all. So it was definitely a more of a, I don't know how to explain it kind of to you guys, but I'm kind of for a loss of words here, but it was a very difficult game at that point. And I think it's gotten a little bit harder, and there's a lot of people that have been complaining that Assassin's Creed Revelations and Assassin's Creed 3 are, you know, games that have been ruined by Ubisoft. And as much as, you know, maybe it's not that the game has been ruined, I don't want to put it that way, but the game has definitely been changed quite a bit. You know, it's not so much that you feel that the game's been ruined by Ubisoft, or you know, they've gone out of the way to kind of, you know, make the game easier for new players to step in. It's kind of, they changed a lot of the mechanics of the game. You know, they changed the detection meter in the game. They changed the stun versus kill buttons, and you know, a lot of the abilities have been tweaked to how they work and how their response times and everything like that. So a lot of aspects of the actual game have been changed a lot since Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I feel the same way almost. And this is kind of just my personal opinion here, that with all those changes, they kind of alienated a lot of the people that have gotten used to playing on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and where those people were really good at those games. And as soon as those changes were implemented, I myself have failed to kind of adapt to this new change, and it's been very difficult for me. But that's pretty much nearing the end of my video here, guys. So like I promised, I'm going to show you guys some of the comments that were posted on the previous video, answers to the question of whether or not Assassin's Creed should be a annual release or maybe a biannual or whatever. So these are the answers. Pause it if you guys want to read the whole thing. I do want to thank everybody that answered, and of course you guys leave a thumbs up, a like, a favorite, whatever you guys want. Everything's appreciated, and click the links for previous and next videos as they come out. Take care, guys. Magnitudex out, and stay thirsty.